Attention those stuck at a weight loss plateau. Are you frustrated? Are you tired of stepping on the scale and seeing the same number over and over again? Are you desperate for anything that will help you get off that plateau? This is the perfect video for you. My name is Jordan Davies, and today I am here to give you the 3 reasons that you're not losing weight. In today's video, we're going to cover how what you are or are not tracking could be keeping you at that same number on the scale. We're going to talk about how individualization can help prevent these plateaus long term and get you unstuck from where you're at right now. The last is my secret, my best tip for helping you get off of weight loss plateaus and staying off of them for good. It's something we're all pretty guilty of not doing, but can be a huge difference maker for you today. The first thing we want to address is what we're eating. If we're incorrectly tracking the food that's going into our body, it means we can't guarantee that we're eating in the right spot to lose weight. The first way that people go wrong with tracking is just not doing it. We all get a little bit lazy. We do it for a while. We get tired of it. We get an idea of what we need to do, and that's good enough. Good enough isn't good enough to get you off of that weight loss plateau. So if you're not tracking and you're stuck, I suggest you track for 5 to 7 days. Really do a thorough tracking of everything that goes into your body to really find out where you're at calorie-wise, how it compares to what you're expending day to day, and then decide what your next steps need to be. The second way that we could be incorrectly tracking is not using what we're actually taking in. MyFitnessPal and other tracking apps have really simplified the process of tracking food. At this point, you can just type things in and a food item will pop up. The problem is sometimes it's so simple and it's so easy to do that we don't actually check to make sure it's what we're actually putting into our body. Brands differ across brands. Sure, a chicken breast might be a chicken breast, but certain brands may find that their product serves more calories per serving than another. They might consider their serving size a little bit more than another. We want to do what we can to make sure that we are actually tracking what goes in. Now, I know that sometimes you're out to eat, you're with family, you don't always have the full list of ingredients that go in, but I'm talking about the meals that go into your body. We want to make sure that we're actually scanning the barcode, typing in the specifics that are on the label of what we're putting into our meals and on our plates. That's going to guarantee that we are really clear, really concise on how many calories we're consuming. The third way that we incorrectly track is when we start to add a little bit more here and there, and we think it just doesn't matter. Those calories add up, and before you know it, you could be 200-300 calories above your daily intake, which could totally wash away your caloric deficit. Be aware of what you're adding a little bit extra in. If you have an extra serving of something, if you make that a rounded scoop onto your plate, track it. At least have the awareness of how much additional is going in, but know that those add-ins, those don't matters, really do make a huge difference. What's one thing that you like to add in and pile onto your plate because you think it just doesn't matter? Drop a comment below. My favorite, almond butter. I love adding a little bit of almond butter and saying that those 2 tablespoons are good enough, when in actuality, it's probably close to 3. Drop the comment of what food you tend to go a little overboard on, and let's share. Let's see how we can make this a better experience for everyone. The second reason you might be stuck at a weight loss plateau is because you're not following an individualized program. Your diet is your diet. Your spouse's diet, your friend's diet, your sister's diet weren't made for you. You live your own unique lifestyle. You train differently. Your body works differently. You need to be taking those things into consideration. And when you don't follow an individualized plan, you're unable to account for all of those factors. Where you burn calories, where you consume food from, what your day-to-day looks like, and your stress management comes into play. Because those things all relate back to calorie burn. Your friend's program may be set for a certain calorie expenditure, a certain activity level that's nowhere near yours. which could really put you at risk for overindulging, over-consuming, or even worse sometimes, under-consuming, wherein you're really putting your body into a stressed dieting state, making it that much harder to lose weight. An individualized diet means that we're assessing biofeedback constantly. We're taking a look at stress levels, sleep levels, hunger, cravings, motivation, all of it to determine your next steps for action. If you're at a weight loss plateau and you haven't checked in with your biofeedback, you haven't really done that thorough assessment of how you feel, what your body's telling you, try doing that. Your body may be giving you signals that you just have tuned out because you're so frustrated by what that number on the scale says. Set some time aside, take a look at how you can really create and tailor that plan to you. And hey, if you want some individualization done by a coach, you want that accountability, that's okay as well. Don't be afraid to learn from another on how to individualize your plan for you so that you can get unstuck and start seeing results again. If you want more secrets to individualizing your diet, click subscribe below. I am always putting out videos on this channel to help better individualize everyone's training and nutrition programs so that you can get the best results for you and you can have the confidence that you deserve. The last thing we want to cover is that key reason of why you're stuck at that weight loss plateau. It's stress management. It's that simple. If you aren't taking into consideration that you are super stressed out, you've pulled yourself so far into a calorie deficit, you've worked so hard in your workouts, your family life is stressful, your work life is stressful, and you never took the time to manage and balance those stresses out, you're going to be stuck. You're going to have a really difficult time getting unstuck until you manage that stress. I know for me, I've gone through really stressful times of training, of work, and of relationships wherein I look at the scale and I'm wondering why I'm stuck a couple pounds above where I typically sit. It's frustrating. It's irritating, and you just want to work harder and harder, eat less and less, and do more so that it can change. But that's not the answer. We want to take reasonable steps for stress management. Get good sleep, good quality sleep, and a good amount of sleep. Make sure that you're eating enough food for you. That ties back to that individualization. Do things that help relieve stress. Spend time with family members or friends that you enjoy spending time with, that help you feel better. Go for walks, participate in yoga, listen to music, sing, participate in hobbies that you love to do. Do what relieves stress for you. It's that simple. Sometimes we just need to bring cortisol levels down. We need to turn off that sympathetic nervous system, allow the parasympathetic to come into play, and before we know it, we're stepped off that plateau and we're back to seeing results. I know it's a corny, simple, easy little thing that we can incorporate every single day, but that requires more time. But if you want better results and you want to really get off of that plateau and stay off of it, start incorporating some stress management strategies into your life. Another big reason why managing your stress is so important is because of how it relates to your cravings and hunger. If you struggle with hunger and cravings and you just can't seem to muster up enough willpower to beat them, click the link in the description below. I'll give you a copy of my free Cravings cheat sheet and get you into our Stress Eating Secrets group. This guide is totally free and provides solutions for beating 9 of the most common cravings, both in the short and in the long term. That way, while you better manage your stress, you don't have to worry about the cravings affecting or keeping you at that weight loss plateau. Thanks for watching.